LDNRBS. We have two special guests, very special guests in the building.
Now.
Nara the DJ and Bones in the building. Let's give them a clap out here. As you know already, another Tyrone annoying story over here. When I speak about you guys, I can't lie. Straight off the bat, gotta say proud.
Thank you.
Like
you,
legit.
Serious.
It was only about 2 years ago you guys came up here and you guys were confident. Like you guys like literally walked in with confidence. Like, we're gonna do this. We're gonna humble confidence, but confidence. And 2 years on now, you've got sold out shows. You've got stadiums. You've got documentaries.
Yeah.
The list goes on. Literally, headline shows. Talk to me about what's been happening in the last 2 years, man, because I don't know where you start.
Yeah, I know. You know, you just threw man in.
I'm saying.
Let's start now.
It's a lot.
It's been a long road. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to strive and go forward, but gracefully we've been able to stay believing in ourselves, which is the hardest part.
Yeah.
And keeping that vision. We've always had that vision, like you said, 2 years ago. Sticking to it and just trying to map it out, I suppose, innit?
Yeah.
How would you say about it?
Yeah, no, I think I'll say the same thing, man. It's just about, like, if you see back in the interview before, we was always talking about consistency, you know what I'm saying? That's probably one of the biggest things. And the second thing is like what Bones said about just believing in yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy. It's definitely not easy out here. One little thing could just kind of throw you off, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna work now, blah blah blah, but you just gotta just fight through it, you know what I'm saying?
Have you found like many obstacles?
Many. From when we start, of course, man, loads. But it's just how you really take them on, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, a life for both of us, man, it just really gets like that. You gotta really just take it on and really just take the hurdle as it is and just because you're not always gonna jump over it first time. Sometimes with these obstacles, you get it.
Of course.
But you just gotta, you have to jump over it, or you're just gonna stay on the other side of it. Yeah. So that's the logic we kind of use, man. There's hurdles with everything you do.
And for people that don't know, talk to us about winners culture. Tell me about what that is. Who's in it? Talk to us about it.
Okay, man. Cool. Yeah, from my part, obviously, we both can explain. But man. Like I said, so media company. But it's like it kind of broken down. So like, as we spoke about it before, we was breaking down certain bits and certain bobs. But it's like, when time goes on now, things get more official. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And like, the foundation gets built more. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, we've got Max in the corner. Big up Max. You know what I'm trying to say? Big dog really holding down this the video.
Very, very.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Very
real
sick.
talk.
I'll say it for a third time. Very, very sick.
You lot talking about the documentary and that? Yeah, he's the guy. You know what I'm trying to say? That's Max. So yeah, man. So like, he holds that department. You feel me? Music department. Now that's where me and Bones kind of come into it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's the face of this, as you see. Innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? The artist and that. And for me, I'm the DJ. So like, I will handle the music side. Yeah. I don't even know where our manager is, but shouts out Royalty. She in the building somewhere.
I think she go get something to eat. She's like,
you know what I'm trying to say, man. It's like, before, I would say that she was kind of managing it before, but at the time it wasn't official. But ever since she's kind of came in and actually been there now, you can see a lot of structure change. You know what I'm trying to say? That's my point of view. You know what I'm trying to say? So
most definitely. I agree with everything he said, to be honest. There's not really I would add into it. So that's literally how I would define what winners culture is. And we all have our roles, and it's like, when everyone's able to stick to their role, when everyone comes as like strong as a unit, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it helps you get further. Because when it's only a one man, or it's hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's holes in the ship. You ain't gonna get nowhere.
So talk to us about the highlights that have come from this winners culture circle. You guys have really got like you said, you've got the team aspects, and you've been growing over these 2 years. Talk to us about some of the highlights from these past 2 years.
I'm gonna say yesterday for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Yesterday was so lit. Oh my days, I'm still buzzing. Obviously, we done Chingfest, which is a festival in our area.
Looks nuts.
Listen, main stage.
See that Bones is still trying to come down from it right now.
Every time I think about it, I just can't believe it, bro.
Man.
You know what it is, because I went in with a game plan, like the set, the way I was gonna perform it, my breathing, my interaction. I'm looking at people in the eyes, and when I ticked every box, normally I come off and I'm like, should have done that. This I'm like, I'm happy. You know that? I'm happy. I'm
for an artist to be satisfied. That's a lot.
Listen, man, I'm seeing me. I'm not gonna lie. Many shows I've been upset, bro. Like this, that. But no, yesterday just went like the energy, the love. As soon as I touched stage, the love. Nero killed it as well. You know what I'm saying? We both we had a moment on stage where it's like we was talking 2 years, I talked 4 years ago, bro, when we was sitting in the car talking about what we gonna do, bro, and to really have that moment on stage in front of thousands, like we dreamed for that for years. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I couldn't have done it with anyone better than Nero. Do you know what I'm saying? Like no other DJ would have felt it. Like you know what I'm saying? So
that's not cap
special.
Still, and it's the fact just to have all of us on stage. Obviously, with all of us being on what, like we got a tour bus there yesterday. Yeah, there's us four. You feel me? Manager, Max, Bones, me, and obviously my man, the driver. So it's like, I feel like it just felt like everything was just all the stuff that we've been going through this year, like last year. It all kind of come together for yesterday. I don't even know, not just for yesterday, but it's like it was like a milestone. Like you guys need to really see what your guys are doing and where you're going. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, and for all of us to be on stage, like cool. Max he's documenting stuff on stage. Bones is obviously front of the stage. I'm behind. I'm DJing, and you got my manager really just trying to pattern everything, like trying to pattern everyone. And it's like that's how things should be. You know what I'm saying? So it was a crazy moment, man. Crazy moment with people. Like we're in our area now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's the biggest thing I think. You know what I'm saying?
And what was sick as well, the fact that it started to rain and people still stayed out.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real fans.
It started to rain and people were still there. I was like, because I was thinking, no, it's peak now.
And they wanted
on my set,
drizzle.
you know what I'm saying? On my set, all sets. But no, it's calm. People just, you get me, covering up, and it was there. I was like, I had to appreciate them just for that and told them my love. Like, yo, you look at it, just went now. Do you know what I'm saying? So.
Even when I think of Winners Culture, I think cinematic, straight up. I'm sure Max has a lot to do with that. I'm sure there's a lot to do with that. I'm sure the editing hours, I hear that.
On the way here, Bones, man, the laptop was all loud and there's all mad clips going on from yesterday. Like, I'm so glad that you brought us in today, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it's just, we're fresh off fresh off festival time, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
What are you looking forward to from this festival? How do you feel like it's going to promote your careers and promote Winners Culture?
It's a good question. That's a very good question. Personally, for me, like I liked it. The simple fact, obviously, let me just break this down. Basically, yeah. So for the first thing, it's in your area, yeah. Like, you know, when before we've done this, I like people would say, oh yeah, this is gonna be in your area, so this is gonna be sick, blah blah blah. But you see, when you're in that moment, it's crazy because you're seeing loads of people from the crowd that you know, that you even grew up with. You're seeing people, like, even when you're in the crowd after your set, people coming up to you. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's crazy. So for that. For the first games there, it just shows that people they're on board now, innit? You feel me? I think last time I spoke, I was talking about people wasn't feeling us there and blah blah blah. They don't want to hear it, and it's like, if you want to feel it, you want to feel it. You know what I'm saying? But it's what our job is to do is to pull it out there for you to feel it. Because if we weren't, like, if Bones weren't an artist now and I want a DJ and we were just blank doing anything, no one would know. You couldn't even bring us in here to say, "Oh, I'll talk about this." So it's for us to pull it on the surface first. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a big part of the game. See, with us, we don't, like I said before in the last interview, we didn't come from nothing where it's just like, we just got handouts and stuff. So we're kicking down doors, and we've been saying that from the jump. We're kicking down doors and we're just pushing through. So that's a part of the game for me.
It's almost like you fell right into my next question. Literally. So I wanted to ask, what kept you two going? Because, well, the whole team, but what kept you going? Because, let's see, as we keep on referencing the last interview, I'm sure at that time you were more at the start of you guys' careers, not knowing exactly what's going to happen next, but knowing you had a vision. What kept you guys going to the point where now you guys have just kept on going? It's like a new thing every single week.
I want Bones to go first still, man.
Do you know what I would say, first of all, is what's kept me going is I have no plan B, bro. Like, literally, I don't know what I'll do if I don't do this. If it don't work, bro, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, literally. So even if I have bad days on, like I'm not going back to a job or anything. No respect to a job, but I just been in that, and it's just, I've had like 10 jobs, bro, and I've tried every single one. It's just not worked for me. Do you know what I'm saying? So I could either go back to that or just continue what I'm doing, go through hard times, but every year gets better. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when you keep getting moments like this, like you said, the headline show, the EP launches, this, that, it's like, these are just more reasons for you to be like, something is coming. Do you know what I'm saying? If it keeps growing and growing, then why would I just stop now? Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I've spud you on that one day. Yeah. You talk about that, and that's some real stuff. That's what I was going to say as well, man. It's the milestones that keep you going, because we always talk about this, and I think I just said this, was it yesterday, when I was like, bro, imagine if nothing happened from the very start, like from when we said, you know what, from sitting in the car, in his car, you know, like, we need to do this, we need to do that. Imagine if nothing went down from then all the way to now. it's gonna be we're gonna have a different like energy on it.
Different people,
real. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a different energy towards it. So I just thank God, and I thank God that going through these milestones, and we're actually progressing every single year, and even monthly we're progressing. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing, man.
You know what's amazing? Like the fact that you just come yesterday from doing a festival and a club night. And you're still talking so passionate.
No, Nero was busy yesterday.
I was tired.
Nero had like 3 sets.
You look busy. You look busy.
How can man do the DJ dome in the festival, then come on main stage, and then go to a club booking after? He was busy.
Tell me about that energy, even, because I'm sure you were probably DJing probably to yourself back in the day. Probably like, how is that energy when you go into these big arenas, huge, and you're just in front of it? You seeing, knowing your press of your button is affecting all
crowd
of these
controller.
people.
Crowd controller.
I think about that stuff all the time, man. You was talking about that yesterday as well. For me, it's like what makes me see it the most is when people talk about what you come from. Like I got a DM yesterday talking about, bro, do you remember when we went to like someone's party and like I was DJing and it was a vibe and it was like, look at what you're doing now, and it's like. That kind of makes me really deeper, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it is a crazy feeling, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I say, this year and a bit of last year, that's probably been like the biggest capacities that I've actually played to. Do you get it? So it's like, even like yesterday, the other day I was in Leeds, ridden in Leeds, and like the capacity was just crazy. Knowing that like I'm about to control this now, it's like, whoa, man, it's big, innit? I'm not gonna lie to you, it's big, and it gets nerve-wracking at some point. You get me, but it's like a football match, innit? You got to perform, innit?
Real.
If you get me, if you have a crap game, you have a crap game. That's how I look at it. Move on. You know what I'm saying?
When it comes to bad games, I was telling this the other day because I've been reading books recently, and
what book?
I read like 4 books last week. I read. Do you want me to go through the books or just
go through the books?
Cool. I read.
We're here.
I read Rich Dad Poor Dad first. I read it before, but I love coming back to it because it just makes me hungry again sometimes. Then I read 4 Quadrants. It's like a sequel to it. That book's serious. I read that before, but it just made me hungry again. Yeah. Then I read another book. It was completely different. It's on like your emotions. Do you know what I'm saying? And how you can kind of not control it, but nurture it, because you know sometimes if we're talking and you say something but I just react, it's my emotions just coming straight at you, innit? Whereas I need to really think of my logic before, because your logic is more on facts, your emotions are more opinions, and it's not facts. You know what I'm saying? So I can end up like tomorrow be like, bro, I'm sorry I bugged that, like it's not that deep. Do you know what I mean?
I'll be like that.
So,
sometimes it gets like that.
So I was reading a book on just understanding it and just like, so I can like be better in certain situations, innit? And another one was just investment.
Let me be the first to say this. Winners culture inspires me. Like from the very moment I met you guys, literally, I felt an energy. I think I said it in an interview too. I felt an energy about you guys. Ironic what's happened now. But going forward, how do you guys see what's happening next with you guys?
Not gonna lie, I'm definitely looking forward, man. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like without even speaking about it too much, as in like in the physical, saying about, oh, this is what's gonna happen, this is what's gonna happen. I feel like we're just so indulged in this now, where we just can't stop. So like I said, like I know it looks like it's mad right now as well. Don't get twisted. I have my down days, you get it, and it's like it gets like that. But at the same speed, for the down days that we do have, that it just goes back to planning, innit? Like, okay, what's like. See when, like, for example, see like the time that we just had now, like cool, just done main stage, done that, and then like we can't be planning in that moment. That's playtime, innit? Not playtime, but that's performance time. You feel me? So see when you're doing nothing, or like you feel like, cool, I ain't got a show this time, or blah blah blah, or I can't be patterning like this. That's the time to really think. You know what? It's getting to creative mode and think about, cool, what's next? You know what I'm trying to say? Like even for me to go into the documentary, like I thought to myself, you know what? I'm trying to be out there. I need to be out there. I do a lot in my day-to-day, as in that people could be seeing, and that I know that people would want to see it all followed, because normally I'd just be snapping, just, you know what I'm trying to say, and it's like I'm getting to a point where I'm not even snapping too much anymore, like the whole thing. So I thought, you know what, we need to put this stuff together, you know what I'm trying to say, even with all of us, you know what I'm trying to say, like put this stuff together so people can see it, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man, I feel like it just goes back down to that, man, and just thinking about what we're gonna do. But yeah, bro, man,
at the moment I think I'm just working on a new tape. Really putting in the hours. I've got basically after the headline show.
Oh, it's hot.
I was
it's hot.
after the headline show, I got with the profits, I use it to like buy a home studio.
Okay.
So like, I've got mic, everything in my room right now, and I'm just cooking. Like a lot of these new songs that I'm making, I've been able to be in the comfort of my home, so I can experiment more, and people love it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it just,
bro, serious.
It makes it a lot easier, the whole process. So at the moment, I'm working on a tape. I just dropped visuals for Fly, which is just like came out this week, which everyone's been loving. When you don't get a chance, let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I want to be on the right shows. Like I don't want to be on everything, just the right ones. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm kind of trying to master right now.
You've made enough noise, and you've already got a headline show that you've had. How was that? Tell me about that experience.
Amazing.
That's my. We haven't even been here since that. But so much has happened, man.
Very real.
The headline was, you know what it is? At the start of the day, it was stress. I'm not even gonna lie. I was having issues
as
from
it goes.
Insurance, but stuff that I'm not doing music. You know, like that, bro. But it's like as soon as man's backstage now and they're calling man out, it's just everything just forgot about everything. And then the love, the reaction. Like I came out to a song I've never dropped before. I still ain't dropped it, and it just went mad. Like the whole place went crazy. And
saw the videos.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it just kept on going and going. It was one of them nights, bro, that to know that we don't have no backing. Do you know what I'm saying? We put it all in. We don't have no mystery guy that knows this guy that knows like it's literally us trying to use what we got to our advantage. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, luckily for us that we laid these foundations down, because there's a lot of opportunity. Like a lot of artists ain't able to get the videos and stuff, but because we shoot it, because we laid that foundation, it's like it happened for a reason. Do you know what I'm saying? And we can just use it now to help us go forward and forward.
Talk to me about that, because as you start off being an independent company, I could imagine it's easy as you start off if you got the content and you got the people to do it. But when you go into the industry, which you guys all are, what kind of obstacles have you faced in this industry?
Okay, for example, like with artists, I'm trying to not finesse you, but because they got a bigger name, they'll try to finesse you. And brother, it's not that. It's definitely not that. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that. And I feel like around like the video side, it will definitely be stuff like that. Even getting like exploited with certain things. You know what I'm trying to say? Like getting blackballed and you can't. You know what I'm trying to say?
It's a regular thing.
I ain't gonna say no names, but we were shooting a video, and I've got some other guys talking about, what, they're shooting a video? Come on, like what? Like brother, we're already here. We already got the lights out, my guy. What are you talking about? Trying to get someone else to shoot the video on that. So you get exploited sometimes in that way. You feel me? But more time we stay on our own path anyway. We don't really want to mix up with anybody else like that.
Do you guys feel like it is significant for you guys to be self-sufficient in this day and age?
Oh, big facts, man. Big facts.
We're not the type of people that wait for someone. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously,
that's
you know what I'm saying.
We're not. So that's why for us, maybe not for everyone, but for us, like we can't wait for someone. We like to have a lot of control, and obviously it's harder when there's some people that got great people behind them and they're able to do stuff, so it works for them. But I guess it just depends on what works for you. Do you know what I'm saying? And at the moment,
what about like collaborations with other people? Do you guys find that you even have seen people that you want to collaborate with, or is it very much? It is
definitely. There's a lot of like people that when it comes to video sides that we work with that ain't in Winners Culture. You know what I'm saying? Like shouts out Ryan Adagio, Frosty. Like these lot are just like. Oh geez, that we've seen them like you've seen us grow, we've seen 100%. Them grow. Do you know what I'm saying? And now it's like, yeah, we got to shoot. Yeah, you lot coming and they put their input in, and like we do like bouncing off people because there's so much skills that we got, especially in our area. But it's just there's not a light on it at the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Even just with Fly, you know what I'm saying? The way the shoot was, it was just patterned. We had everybody else just there just doing their bit. You know what I'm trying to say? It's a family thing.
And remind the people too where you guys are from.
Walthamstow.
Yeah, man, Walthamstow, East London, man.
How's that influenced you guys going forward and Winners Culture?
I mean, it's where we grew up, man. This everything. I think I said last time, so the good things, the bad things happen. You know what I'm saying? And that just built character. So that's what I feel, man. Walthamstow is just a place we're getting love now. Like last month, I got to perform at the Garden Party as well, which is Walthamstow's festival, main stage as well, which was mad. So there's 2 festivals in my area. Do you know what I'm saying? Like when I walk around, there's like billboards and man's names on it, and this is. I'm just like, no, this is crazy.
I got to ask another thing too, because as you guys know too, there's even things like the drill scene, like it is blown up as anything's business. But I want to talk about uni, because I'm not gonna lie, when I think Naira the DJ, I think of Max Exposure. When I think of Max Exposure, I think of Bones. You guys have stayed together.
Yeah, come on,
that don't normally happen.
Yeah.
So what's kept you guys united and together?
Gee, man, it's a family thing, man. Like, you can even see the passion from the jump, from even the first one. You know what I'm saying? And even from the first interview, there was so much more things that's gone before that. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, even when, like, this is my part anyway. So even to be saying about we're on stage now, like, man's been through loads of stuff with Bones. You feel me? Even with Max. So it's like, to be doing the same things, like, in a positive way, and that stuff hits hard, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
No,
that stuff hits hard. You feel me? So that's just for me. You get me? But
no, facts. I would agree with him, to be honest, man. You know, I'm just listening.
Like, it's different when, like, you know, when cool, like, you could be doing stuff together. People, like, you get me. You could be doing stuff together. You have a long-term friend and whatnot. But you see, with this has been different, bro. Like, even fell out and come up, but it's different, bro. Do you get? You know when. Cool, you might fall out.
You're not real friends if you haven't fallen out.
Oh, come on, man. That's just some real stuff, man. You feel me? And, like, that's how I look at it. And to see that you've gone through mad different paths. Like, if Bones didn't chat to me in certain ways before, I might not even be doing DJing right now. And I'm you know me, I'm keeping it one. So all of those type of things like that, all of the other stuff that could never even be in a picture, bro. You feel me? This is forever now.
So do you guys ever, like, look at the scene as a whole and see how you can influence it, or is it very much because of what we got here?
Well, the scene's a bit gazy, my brother. I'll be real. The scene's a bit gazy.
You didn't even let him get to the end.
Come on, man. The scene's gazy. You know, sorry, carry on first.
I want to hear what you mean when you say that.
That's real.
For me, the scene's gazy, man, because it's like, I think I said this last time, you know, I might have not even been this close into it at the time, but for me, it's gazy because, say if I was to do something crazy now, or if, like, I've always said this year, like, Bones is not going to be the guy to just one song and then blow up, and then you think he's all scattering now and he's got to keep up. This guy's going to be he's going to be someone that's going to be like a Jay-Z in the UK, bro. Do you get it? I'm not even trying to gas it up. You feel me? Like, I'm being real. So with us here, it's not like, we can see how the industry is, and why I'm saying it's gazy is because a lot of people are doing loads just to be in the industry. You feel me? And it's like, you see, with us, the way that we're inclined, we're not like that, innit?
Longevity.
You feel me? Man's not gonna go and do bare different stuff and bread this guy and bread that guy and blah blah blah. Like, it'll be sick to, obviously we know people in the industry and blah blah blah. But for me, it's like a bowl to be in the middle of that's mad, man. It's like, I feel like for us to even be, you would think we're in the industry because we're progressing. Like, for example, 5 years from now, but I feel like we'd always just hold our own, and we've been that type of people. Do you get it? We just hold our own, and I feel like with the industry, you'll get mixed up in bare other stuff. You feel me? And it's like, it's long.
So your aims and aspirations are different from a lot of people that you would say.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, everyone looks at it differently. You feel me? But like, this is the difference, bro. I don't know if I said this last time, but taking long to get there, it's gonna be better, bro, because you see people that will just jump straight in there, they just jump straight in the ball and now they're in it, bro, they're scrambling. You feel me? Unless you've been in the game and you've gone out and come back in, you're scrambling because you don't know what things are like. Even like for me, I won't say I'm in the industry, do you get it? But it's like, for me to get closer, and I'm seeing how people move, bro, like getting close, you know, like that. It's like you're going to a place, getting closer to it, you start hearing accents, bro. It's like that. You start seeing people move different, bro. It's like,
so you're learning the language of the industry before.
Yeah. We all know the industry of the language. Like, we all know the language of the industry, bro. Do you get it? But it's like, to be in the middle, I don't know if you have to be a certain body and have to know everyone and be cool. It's a certain thing, innit? It's just, I just don't like the fabrication, if I'm honest with you.
In the next 5 years, where are you guys, or where would you ideally like to be?
I don't even like putting time in between.
You don't like that?
You know what I'm saying? But I just hope everything keeps growing the way it is, man.
A solid unity, man.
Yeah, man. Happiness, you know, that song I wish for, man. Unity, happiness, man. You know what I'm saying? That's Success. Yeah, man.
And just freedom at the end of the day, man. And when I say freedom, obviously freedom in everything, in it, life as well, but freedom in our field, in it, with the music and stuff. You know what I'm trying to say? You might want to go and do something crazy in another country, and you know what I'm trying to say, and just even put on and do some other stuff for other people and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely.
I love the fact that you even said freedom. Like, it's key in this game.
It's
literally
key, bro,
is,
man. It's key.
Freedom to do what you want to do.
No, facts.
But winners culture, I salute you guys. You know it already. Like, literally do. We need to work with each other. It is what it is.
That, man. You guys' 100%. Parties are lit still.
I know, man. Come on, man. Bigs up the people. They're right, man. Come on, man.
Brixton Jam was very. I can't even remember Brixton Jam. I'll be honest with you.
It was crazy.
I can't even remember.
London Rebels gets the people out.
No, you know
clip that.
You know how to do this still. I can't like, you know how to do this, man.
No,
I appreciate it.
I mean, to have you on the show, but for sure. But if you have both of you on the show.
I'm with it.
But
let's go.
LDNRBS, winners culture. We'll be back.